Hi, everyone. So, our spring project this year, a very early spring project, was to build a new pond. So, we had an old pond that was kind of tucked into a corner. We'll show a pic in a minute. But what we wanted was to move it out into the yard, basically to have room around it to walk and access it. So this is in the planning stage, this picture right here, and we put a hose out. You can kind of see the black hose going around that shows the shape that we want it. So we're going to keep all the landscaping in the back and add landscaping around the pond. So here's our pond, our old pond, and we have already started taking out the rocks from around it. So it basically had just two sizes of rock, kind of like a pea gravel and then a medium-sized rock. We did have some flagstones in there too, but we had already taken it out by the time I took this picture. But if you notice, the pond is very close to the house, and although it looks like you could walk around this pond, anytime you tried to step around the pond, all the rocks would just fall into the pond. And so it made it difficult for us to get back in the corner, which is where our waterfall was. We could not pull weeds that were up against the house, and that just made it difficult to actually use this pond. Now the fish in it loved it, the plants loved it, but it needed to be accessible to us. So that was our main purpose. And we also wanted to make it a little bit prettier because we did good on making shelves for the plants and things like that. But the rocks, we did not like the way the rocks looked. So we wanted to try something different. So here are some pictures of the pond being dug out after we had already designed and decided where things went. What you doing, Cade?
We're trying to get this pipe right here in the pond as a cave for the fish so they can hide in there from predators or whatever it may be. But we're engineering right now. We're trying to slope this up too, and I think that's about it.
Okay, Gunner. Here's
trench
what's the trench for?
tube.
To go from the pump all the way over to the waterfall. Okay, I thought I would update the pond. So we've done some more shaping, a plant ledge, a deeper plant ledge, and then these are all ledges to stack the rocks on. That pipe down there will be all covered up. It's a hide for the fish, so the fish can hide. We've got the waterfall all, or my father-in-law did this part, got it all, um, fit in there really good, have the little mound up to it. And that's where our skimmer is going to be. So all the mud is packed around there so that it's in there solidly. And I don't know what day we are of this project because we've only been working, a couple of hours every day. Or not every day, I'm sorry. We have not been working every day. And it's mostly Pops, Cade, and Gunner. So this is just another update that will probably go into one big video. Oh, and today we went and got more rocks. So these are a bunch of the rocks that will be in there, and they'll be darker. Like these ones that look white, they're really brown when they get wet. So that's a bunch more. We have a bunch over there, and these are all our rocks that we took out of the pond. And so we have lots of little small pebbles to put back in there. We also have some bags of pea gravel. Okay, so we've got a couple of layers done of the rocks. We've got some caves built in there for the fish. There's a pipe underneath there where the fish can go in and hide. So we still need to build up this shelf and then this shelf. And then of course this top of pond. Do the waterfall and the skimmer is right here. So we're gonna get back working. Okay, here's today. We've got even more rocks. We've got them up. This is the final shelf up here. We did a lot of work on this side. That's going to be plant ledge. A water lily's going in that, so it's a little bit deeper. We got all the flagstone on this one. We just don't have the rock in between. And there's going to be a pot there, not that one, but a better pot. So this is for potted plants, so it's really shallow there. We start working on the waterfall, but we're going to not do anything else until we cut it out. And that's it. Oh, and we got the pond skimmer cover. So this is a fake rock that's super light, and it's going over the skimmer. But it will all look much more beautiful once we finish. All these rocks are holding down the liner because we're having high winds, and we don't want the liner coming into the pond. So those are all rocks we'll be using, but they're just holding down the liner right now. So that's it for today. Okay, here's our progress for today. A bunch of these rocks are just holding down the liner, so they're not there permanently. But they got in the waterfall, the liner around the waterfall done. We haven't worked on any of that though. What we did do was they also got the liner around the skimmer done. This is the cover for the skimmer, but I don't have it on there right now. And so we got a lot more rocks like built, but I think I need to walk this other way to show you what got done today. So this side where the skimmer is, the skimmer took a long time to do, but there's the skimmer. And all this liner just got pulled back because we're going to dig a trench. But all these rocks got done. All these rocks, it's kind of hard to tell, especially since the skimmer's not put there. Maybe I'll hit pause and show y'all in a little bit. But that's what we got done today. So, and I think we did a lot of this today. So tomorrow we're hoping to finish the waterfall, stack it all up the way we want it, and maybe start putting water in it. And then we'll cut back the liner, and that's it. We will probably need some more stones for outside, but that's it.
Put it in the same spot as the other one.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you don't have it on all the way though, right? Oh, okay. That's good.
No, I think that's fine, like you said, Kate. You can't
Water
see it.
is
You have to really
filling.
get down there.
Yeah.
Once we have stuff right here, you probably won't.
Gunner's plugging in the pump.
Water's going into it.
How many days did this take?
Oh, I don't know. We have to go back and look. Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, I like it hitting that rock.
I do
on the
too.
other side.
Well, today we got the water in, so we're so happy about that. We are not finished, but the waterfall looks great. We're still working on a few things. We put our pots in. That's what we're calling the bog, even though it's not really a bog, but it's just super shallow, and we're putting a couple of pots in there with some plants, water plants. That's a canna lily, and I forgot the name of this, like horsehair rush or something like that. And then over here, this is our other plant ledge, and we have a plant in there that I forgot the name of. It has the name in it, but I'll tell y'all more, I guess, when it's actually growing. And then this is our water lily. So we have kind of dug down a spot, like the liner's still in there, but so that we could put rocks all around it. So we're not finished with anything really. Everything's still being worked on. I don't think last time I had the lid for the skimmer on it, so that's the lid for the skimmer. So that's a fake rock that I bought. Super light. I didn't like our other pond where I couldn't pick up our skimmer, the rock that was on the skimmer. This still needs to be set correctly, but this will be where little kids or even adults can come out and stand on it so that they can be close to the pond, because most of where we have, like, we don't want people standing on these. They're not like in there great where you can stand on the edge of it. but we are very happy with it so far. It's all of this mess is still a mess. We still have lots of rocks to put in. Kind of like, so right here where this rock edge is coming, that's gonna all be mulch. And there will be plants in certain areas and not plants in other areas. And yep. So that's it for today. Okay. Cade is releasing the first fish into the pond. They are little minnows that we just
rosy gold minnows, I think they're
and
called.
they were just bought at PetSmart. We have other fish, but these are gonna be our test fish to see if the pond is ready.
Get out of there. Come on. Look at how tiny they are. We're never gonna see them. This one's small.
Okay, here goes the fishy.
He's gonna roll over and die right away.
No, he's not.
Oh look, the minnow's going up to him. He like jumped. And
Okay,
hit him.
here goes number 3 goldfish. Oh, they love
They're
each
like,
other.
"Oh, my friend is back."
Okay, and then
Yeah, give me
Danielle
the
is
phone.
trying to catch
Oh,
the
Danielle, you
4th.
gotta hold it. You gotta go around it. You don't grab it because he's slippery. You gotta like cup him and
Where is he? There he is.
Will she catch the goldfish?
Yeah, give him that coin.
She caught it.
Go have fun. Be free. Say hi to your friends.
Coin time.
There are 4 of them, but the other one is in his
the
kennel.
other goldfish that they haven't seen for like a day, and they're like,
Oh,
"Yeah, bro,
there
where
we
are
went in a minnow. Oh, there's some minnows down there. Look, the minnows came out when the goldfish went in.
you?"
Oh, I see a whole bunch of them. Now Cade's trying to catch the koi. Oh, Cade!
It's fine. It's a fish. He slipped out. Don't post me dropping the fish though.
I can't because I was also
I
yelling.
killed him. Hey, don't grab
He's
him.
not
Get back.
moving. He's not moving,
Get
Cade.
the coin.
He's like, what is this place?
Oh, gosh.
Drip, drip,
He's not
drip,
gonna
drop.
freaking. This is the one.
He's just hanging out.
He's starting.
Oh, there were a whole bunch of minnows. Did you see them? Okay. Oh no, no.
Jump out of the bucket. Just jump out.
Well, now he doesn't want to. Oh.
That's gonna be a shock for him. He jumps out of the bucket. He's like, "Oh my gosh, water!"
Where am I? Clean water. Oh, he's so pretty.
Alright.
We're gonna have to do like
Oh, there's a little minnow.
music over this because we're saying such
Wait,
silly-
where's the Michael Jackson? Is that Michael Jackson? The
Yes.
white one down there?
the white goldfish, not the white koi.
That's the one there? Where's the one? Can I get it?
This one's like going all the way around the perimeter of the pond. He's
Where's
like,
the little
I gotta figure out where I'm at.
Is there a little net, or is there only a fish?
There was one back there. Okay, this is one of our big minnows that they caught down
Wild
in
caught minnow.
wild caught minnow.
He's kind of green.
Where'd he go?
He like wedged himself in that rock.
I don't see him.
Ghost minnow. Second minnow. It's coming.
Second minnow.
He went right under that rock. Did you see?
Oh, that's where they're going. Under this rock. But I just still don't see them. Okay, pleco.
He's a very pretty color.
This is a pleco
He's upside down.
that's not very old.
He's
Put
really.
him on this rock. They probably touched it right away.
He did.
Oh,
he's
and then
going
he's
right
about
in.
to disappear.
And he's going. Oh no, he's just right there. He's just chilling.
What's that plant in there?
It's probably just...
I finally got them to eat, but I had to stand way back because they got scared whenever I got close. I don't know why they don't remember me from the other pond. But I finally got them to eat a little bit.
Holy cow. Fish. You crazy fish. Why is he doing that? My goodness.
Well, here it is, our finished pond. Complete with the same fish we had in our last pond. We have 2 koi and 4 goldfish. There's also some minnows in there. Most of the planting is done, I think. We have a little flagstone walkway up here, and we've told little ones where they can stand on either one of these stones, but none of the other ones. Just, we don't want rocks sliding into the pond. And then we have salvia, and here's another place where you can walk out to look at the pond. There's my fishies. And oh, and look, there are tadpoles all in our pond. Those are all tadpoles. They're all over the pond. So this is the little area I made to house these types of pots where the very bottoms want to be in water, so these can continually get water, but they don't want to be submerged in water. So we made this little ledge here so that there's only about maybe an inch or 2 of water in the bottom of the pot. This is our waterfall. And as you go along here, we bought this in San Antonio, this little rock that has a hole in it, and I put some succulents in it. And then over here, we have another ledge to put potted plants on that like to be submerged. So this plant was in our other pond, and it gets big, like it will cover probably this whole section, including its pot. It just needs some sun and heat, and then it will take off. We also over here, see if I can kind of walk back over there. I guess I could get through here. This is our lily, which we had in our other pond also. You can see a little bit of the pot there, but we try to cover it up mostly with rocks, so that would look like it was growing out of the ground. If it blooms this year, I'll make sure that I get a video of it. And then we just brought our landscaping around to meet where this is old landscaping and this is new. I mean, by old, I mean like a year old, so it's not that old. So we put in some of this stuff may die. I'm kind of experimenting. This is Veronica. Never grown that. This is Superbena, a verbena from Proven Winners that's supposed to be a little bit tougher. This is a privet that will get much taller, and I'll trim it up into a tree. So I'm not finished planting. I have some guara here, and I'm going to do another one here and another one here. I just don't have those yet. On this side, I have a salvia. I love salvia, so there's a lot in my garden. This one is a Heaven's Breath, I think is what it's called. I planted one before. It didn't do well. We'll see how this one does. This is Penta, a pink Penta, this almond verbena. This was already here, but it had to be cut down after the freeze. I have a couple of trailing lantana. It's a butterfly bush that's been here for a little while. This is my Mystic Spires, and it has also been here for over a year. Right here in front, I did some Gomphrena called Gnome White and Pink. Up here, I have on either side, so I'm hoping that this just fills in so it looks like it's one plant. I have 2 pina colada lantanas. This is Greg's Mist flower, and I used to have this over here, and I just bought a new one. It doesn't look that great, but I think it's just shock from being in the ground. Then I have a couple pots of canna lilies because I don't put canna lilies in the ground in case they start to spread too much. So I like to keep them in pots, and it gets them up higher. Up here I have, the name just escaped me. I'm sure that y'all know what it is though. So if I think about it, I'll say it later. Okay, this is a drift rose. I forgot which name this is. So I have 2 drift roses. This one we transplanted, so it doesn't look that great right now. We moved it from over here because it was always getting covered up by the blue butterfly. So we moved it over here. It doesn't look that great, but it is rebounding. It's getting nicer. This is a new canna one. So my other canna pots have yellow and one has salmon, but this one is supposed to be more pink than the salmon one. And this is my knockout rose. Okay, as we come along here, this is my blue butterfly. It gets huge. So all this extra space right here that you see, this will cover up all that. It seems like it won't, but it will, and it will get pretty tall too. So all that will be covered up by the blue butterfly by summer. I do not remember the name of this one, but it has actually grown quite a bit since I got it. It is laying over probably because of the wind. I could stake it up, but I don't know. Usually when I just let the wind do their thing, then it will start filling in right here. This is Lyciana anthus. I have never grown that. We'll see how that goes. This is, I forgot the name of this one too, but it's like Diamond Frost. Something starts with an EQ. But this one is not Diamond Frost. I forgot what the kind it is, but it's got like barely pink, like pink inside of some of the white. And then right here I have a white lily of the Nile. This has been here, so this is an iris. Back here I have, this is a variegated pink lemon tree. So the lemon inside the lemon is pink. It has a bunch of buds on it. It also has a lot of thorns, so we're going to see how that goes. First time to try to grow a lemon tree like that. This is a hydrangea. Hydrangeas do not grow in our area normally, but I'm going to try it. It's got tons of buds on it. Those kind of just popped up as soon as I put them in the ground. And then I just have a hanging basket on here. A couple of plants I might plant there. I'm trying to decide. This is a calla lily, and it's had 2 calla lilies on it, but it's kind of gone. They've gone away, so I don't know if there's any more coming or not. In this blank spot, you can see the hose, because I don't really have it covered with a lot of mulch, is a Siam tulip, and they're gorgeous. They come back every year. I'm hoping it comes back this year because it was trampled a lot in the making of the pond. Here's some more of I think this one is Diamond Frost. This one is Diamond Frost, I'm pretty sure. And that's Alyssum. And then over here I have some blue days and a fiddle leaf fig that is not doing so great. Okay, now I'm going to take you over and show you our another new area. Okay, I did not finish telling you about these plants. So this is a Diamond Frost. It's a couple of years old, but it's always been in a pot, and it usually does well in the summer. But it doesn't look that great because it's been out in the winter in a pot. This is a Gerber daisy, a pink Gerber daisy, and that is lemon lime sedum, I think. Never grown it. Lots of things I've never grown. Okay, so also this is a fake rock that covers our skimmer up. So pretty cool. It looks like rowan. Okay, so let me show you the other new area that we made. So here's my seating area. Right, and I got a new rug, but everything else is the same as what I had before. And then this is my new area. So this is where the pond used to be. Notice I have a bunch of pots here that some of them I've had for a while, some of them are new. This is new. This is a plant that I had in our last pond, and it was super invasive, but it was still alive. I didn't want to put it in the new pond. I didn't want to be picking it out all the time. But I thought I would just fill a pot full of water and see how it does in there. So we'll see. If it gets to be mosquito time, I'm gonna have to do something, put some mosquito bits in there or something. Okay, and then out here. So I made this area. What I wanted to do was make an area to put my pots out because I was just running out of room on my patio, and I love potting up plants. So in the future, I may put a potting bench here and scoot this over right there. But for now, this is how it is until I maybe get a potting bench. So I have some empty pots. We ran out of potting soil. Some things that aren't looking that great because they were left out in the winter. So some of this stuff is older stuff and a few things are new. So I'm not gonna go through all the varieties of this, maybe another time when they get to looking prettier. This one's really damaged and I'm gonna get something new to put in there. This was a new little container that we just did today. So we'll see how that one grows up to be. But pretty pot. Oops, going sideways on you. So that's it for all my new things. Gunnar and I laid all these pavers ourselves yesterday and covered everything up with mulch. I brought in my new plant stand right here. It's not, I don't have everything I want on here. These are just ones that are waiting for somewhere. Some more pots and stuff. And so this will probably change a little bit. All this will probably change. I change things around a lot. But that's this plant I've had forever. I've even divided it a couple of times. It looks like it still needs to be divided. But yes, so I'm super happy with how my patio is coming, my side patio. I'd really love to get an egg chair and put it out here, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that is the end of this part of tour of my backyard. And so this, we'll probably be calling this the pond bed. So I thought before I went and said that was the end of the pond video, is to say big thank yous to the people who helped the most. So the biggest help was my father-in-law, Jeff, who we call Pops, and Donna, my mother-in-law, who we call Mimi. They were some of the biggest help on the pond. Spent days and days and days here, over weeks of time. I think we worked on this for almost 4 weeks before it was finished. And then my sons, Cade and Gunnar, helped a lot. Gunnar helped a lot with connecting the pumps and hoses with their pops. Cade helped in digging. And then my son Trent helped a little bit, but not much. He was doing other things while we were doing the pond to help me out. And then my future daughter-in-law, Danielle, helped a lot with all the stone placement. She helped with Mimi doing that, and lots of other things that she did anytime that she wasn't working. She helped with it also. So big shout out to all of those people for helping with the pond. And now we get to sit back and enjoy it. Bye.
This is our outline for the new pond. So we're going to take everything from this pond and then we're going to go into this new bigger pond to keep our koi and everything in, because the original pond was hastily built. So we're gonna make it all new, better waterfall and everything. For our fish that we have right now, they're sitting in this filthy tank. They're waiting to be moved, but now it's raining. It might set the project back. This is Gunnar, one of Oso Haven's unpaid laborers. Okay, so right now, all we're doing is we're pumping water out of the pond, and I'm shoveling rocks out of the pond so that whenever we have everything in our new pond, we can just pull this liner all up together and then move everything to the new pond right away. And we have, I'm gonna go out of our frame for a second here. Tell me if you can still see this, Gunner. We have this, it's our pump. That's the filter pump for the pond, but we're using it to siphon the water out of the pond right now. I was also grabbing buckets, like 5-gallon buckets full of water to speed up the process a bit, but I think right now we're just gonna let the pump work because it's going pretty fast now. We almost had the pond completely emptied, and now it's already raining again, and this time it's kind of coming down a little bit. I'll show y'all right here. It's best to just look at the pond water, I guess, to see that it's coming down. See? So, right when we're almost done with it, it starts to fill up again. So, I guess now we just wait a little bit for it to die down. He is alive! Look, he's right there. Gunner, record this. Look at him. There's no way. He probably would have gotten sucked up by the pump. Wait, where is he? Hold on. Okay, so we have the pond drained right here. We have all the fish in this 29-gallon tank on the back porch, right? And I was thinking we had a minnow in here, but I hadn't seen him even when the water got really low. And so I figured, oh, we must have lost him whenever it got cold recently. He probably died. I'm scooping up over here and I see movement in the water. Now I don't see, he's right there. You can see that. Get that focused on him. He's under the muck right there. You can see him breathing and everything. That is crazy. Get a better shot. So now we're gonna try to get him out of the water. He's right there. That is wild. Very crazy. Okay, so I was trying to get him out of the pond and I couldn't get him with my hands. I was scooping water out with the bucket to try to get the water lower, and I got him in the bucket. So I'll take him right here. I don't know what type of minnow he is. There he is. He's kind of got a blue tint to him too. I don't want to handle him too long, so I'm going to put him in his own little minnow tank right here. And yeah, we got all the fish out. So now we can actually keep going. Out of the way. Gunner, get out of the way. Obi's a good boy. This is the before. With a bunch of dogs running around. There will probably still be dogs running around in the after video. Spider. I don't know what type he is, but he's pretty cool looking. Here's a big spider. I don't know what he is either. I might try to catch him, because he's pretty crazy looking. Almost looks like a giant ant. Silver bug or something. Kind of crazy looking. Interesting critter. Going under there by silver bugs. Alright, we're yanking up all this pond liner. And we're gonna fill in this hole with the dirt from the new pond. Part of the reason, doing this right here, I'm trying to get all these rocks into the bottom so I could just scoop them out. We might also be able to kind of fold it up with the rocks in it and just move it over there.
Yep. If we're strong enough, or if y'all are strong enough.
There's not a lot of rocks in it. We might be able to. Oh, there's like roots growing under it. I think I'm gonna have to scoop some of that out. Alright. I don't see any more bugs. Oh, let me get that big old spider. It's so big. Crazy looking. I think I killed him. Can you get a video of it? Can you see him? He's a little brown and red spider. He kind of looks like an ant. I'm gonna put him in here because I think I killed him. Stop recording? Yeah.
Back towards this way. Too heavy? You know, getting it out?
I think we can. I'm in kind of a bad spot. I need to get. Can you grab that corner and then and then let's all go at the same time and kind of try to lift it out a little bit. Ready? Go. Got it, Gunner? We have the liner out of the pond now. Now we can really get to work. I like being on Oh So Hey.
Put the release on it. You know, just pull it straight out and then lift up on this part. No, you lift up on this. Once you pull it out, then you lift it.
The old pond getting filled in. Gunner's dumping all this. I'm digging out the new pond. Dogs are looking for grubs. There's nails all over. Nails? And the treasure.
With the nails, put it back down there.
Oh, that's a big grub. Oh, get that. Show the video. This, what I have in my hand right here, is a grub. These things live under your grass. Go with the grub, Pip. Go with the grub. They're pest And our dogs, Obi and Pepper, they love to eat grub. He's sitting right here. You want the grub, Obi? Get it. They love eating grubs. Oh, Obi doesn't like that one. Bang! Get all these grubs right here.
Good. Nope, nothing unless you tried it.
These are all grubs in my hand. I found them in one block of grass. It's pretty crazy. Y'all can see what a grub looks like. Now we're gonna feed them to the dogs. Obi, would you like a grub? He likes it. Pepper, you want a grub? Pepper. Ow! Oh! Ah, it bit me! I didn't know they did that. That hurt. You're going to the dog. Ow! Oh! They bite like hard. I didn't know they would bite you.
Oh, Lordy, you should have filmed that.
I think the camera's recording. It's gonna hear me going, oh. Obi.
My grub worm. How do you think that?
So it's little. Oh shoot,
round?
he's trying to bite me again. Pepper, here, you eat it. I hope they're not biting the dog's tongues. It bit me like on the skin between my fingers. That thing hurt. Then they're stomping down stuff. He thinks it's funny that I was bit by a grub. It's traumatic, Connor. Another bucket. I'm just gonna tramp it all down.
What's up, Gunner? Concrete. First layer. Is this better than working, Cade?
Yep. This is a lot better than shoveling rocks out of the water.
What's that, dog? I got pepper.
He's like, I almost got one in there.
There's something in there, she says. Get out of the way. Does he have tennis elbow?
He does. He's getting in there. Then we're about to have a second drop ready for you. Pep, there's one out here. Nope, that's not a grub, Pepper. Get. Pepper, get.
You said you had one for me.
I gave her one already. I got one. She probably is like, oh, there's one right there. There's probably more.
I got pepper.
Pepper. Peps. Yeah. She is eating her weight in growth today. She's got so many. She's still. It's like activating her primal hunting instincts.
Pepper,
Pepper.
move your foot. Move your foot.
Pepper, get. Ooh. Yo. Oh man, that scared me. He almost took my foot out. Ah. Break.
Good dog.
Y'all are doing good. What the heck is this?
I need something.
Gunner, watch out. There's that
Oh,
little bit.
there it
Let's
is.
do that again. There it is. You found. Oh, no best to move sprinkler heads now. Once we get it cleaned up, this there, then we'll have to shape it up a little bit. See where the sprinkler head goes. The line to it goes. Hopefully there's no electrical wire that goes to it or through it. You okay, guy?
Just got like that.
Huh?
Just got something in my finger.
You did?
Eyeglass came off that or something.
That shovel is an old shovel. That's a Craftsman. Maybe you ought to take it back to, because Lowe's replaces them.
Really?
Yeah. You can tell the fiberglass is coming off. Yeah,
That
they'll give you a new one.
fiberglass has been getting in my hands whenever I use it.
That's what y'all need to do is take it back to Lowe's and they'll give you a cobalt.
That shovel has been
Yeah, that's
it's
the
been
one that's
bending
really.
every time you like try to dig something up, it just bends instead of staying straight. So we need to take that one
Pepper
back.
here. Pepper, get.
Which one should I give it to?
Give it to him. He hasn't been happy with luck.
Sit. Good dog. Nice. You look for your own growth, Pepper.
Pepper just caught me. Got a whole little batch of Pepper.
I feel sorry for Gunner because